Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if every time you doubted yourself, you saw it as an invitation to rise higher, to prove that voice of insecurity wrong. Self-doubt is part of the journey, but overcoming it, that's the pathway to unshakable confidence. Today, let's uncover how small mindset shifts, a dose of self-compassion, and real-life stories of resilience can help you turn self-doubt into unstoppable strength. Self-doubt. It's that nagging voice in the back of our minds that tells us, maybe I'm not good enough, or what if I fail? Most of us have experienced it at some point. And for many, it's a daily struggle. But here's the truth. Self-doubt isn't a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a universal experience, shared even by some of the world's most successful people. What sets them apart isn't that they're free from self-doubt, it's that they've learned how to overcome it. Today, I want to talk about the power of facing self-doubt head-on, of using it as fuel rather than a roadblock. I want to share stories of people who faced rejection, failure, and insecurity but emerged stronger. We'll explore simple mindset shifts, a few powerful strategies, and the importance of self-compassion on the journey to building unshakable confidence. Understanding the roots of self-doubt. Self-doubt often arises from a few common sources: fear of failure, comparison to others, and the pressure to meet high expectations either from ourselves or from those around us. These feelings can hold us back from reaching our true potential. But when we understand the roots of our self-doubt, we're already halfway to overcoming it. Think about it. Self-doubt often comes from a desire to succeed, to avoid mistakes, or to live up to a certain standard. It's natural, and it's human. The goal is not to eliminate self-doubt entirely, but to understand it and put it in perspective. When we recognize that self-doubt is just a feeling, not a fact, we start to loosen its grip on us, shifting the mindset from perfectionism to progress. One of the biggest triggers for self-doubt is the idea of perfectionism. We believe we have to be perfect, that we can't afford mistakes, and that we have to get it right the first time. But here's the thing, perfection is a myth. It's an unattainable standard that keeps us stuck, afraid to take risks and put ourselves out there. The key to overcoming self-doubt is shifting from a perfectionist mindset to a mindset of progress. Instead of asking yourself, is it perfect? Try asking, am I moving forward? When we allow ourselves to focus on growth rather than perfection, we release the pressure to be flawless. We become kinder to ourselves, and that kindness is a powerful antidote to self-doubt. Practicing self-compassion. Many of us are our own harshest critics. We hold ourselves to standards we would never expect from anyone else, and when we fall short, we're quick to judge. But what if, instead of criticizing ourselves, we chose to practice self-compassion? Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness, patience, and understanding that we would offer to a friend. When we're compassionate toward ourselves, we create a safe space for growth, for learning, and for taking risks without the constant fear of failure. Studies show that people who practice self-compassion are more resilient, more motivated, and more likely to bounce back from setbacks. So the next time self-doubt creeps in, try talking to yourself like you would a friend. Remind yourself that it's okay to stumble, that mistakes are part of the journey, and that you're worthy of patience and understanding. Learning from successful figures who conquered self-doubt. Now, let's take a moment to consider some real-life examples. Some of the most celebrated people in the world dealt with crippling self-doubt and yet achieved greatness. Take J.K. Rowling, for example. Before Harry Potter became a worldwide phenomenon, Rowling faced countless rejections. She was a single mother struggling financially, and every rejection letter she received could have been a reason to quit. But instead of letting self-doubt stop her, she kept going. Rowling believed in her story even when others didn't, and she turned each rejection into motivation. Eventually, Harry Potter was published, and the rest is history. Or think about Oprah Winfrey. Early in her career, she faced setbacks and criticism, but she didn't let that define her. She believed in her unique voice and vision, and through resilience and hard work, she became one of the most influential media figures in history. These stories remind us that even the most successful people face self-doubt, but they didn't let it stop them. Instead, they used it as fuel, as motivation to push forward. Each of us has that same power within us, the power to turn self-doubt into strength, to keep going even things get tough. Building confidence with small wins. One of the best ways to overcome self-doubt is to build confidence gradually through small wins. Confidence doesn't come from a single big achievement, it's built through consistent small actions. Each time you set a goal and accomplish it, no matter how small, you're proving to yourself that you're capable. You start with small goals that are meaningful to you. Maybe it's finishing a project, learning a new skill, or simply sticking to a routine. Celebrate each win, no matter how minor it may seem. These small victories create momentum, and that momentum builds confidence. Over time, these wins reinforce the belief that you are capable, that you can achieve what you set your mind to, and that self-doubt doesn't have to hold you back. Reframing failure as growth. Self-doubt often rears its head when we face failure or the possibility of failure. But what if we could reframe failure, seeing it not as something to avoid, but as a vital part of growth? When we view failure as a learning opportunity, we take away its power to fuel our self-doubt. Every time we make a mistake, we're gaining insights, learning what doesn't work, and moving one step closer to success. When we see failure as growth, we stop being so hard on ourselves, and we start approaching challenges with curiosity and resilience. Every successful person has experienced failure, and they all used it as a stepping stone. When we embrace failure as part of the journey, self-doubt loses its hold. We realize that we're allowed to fall, to make mistakes, and to keep going. Visualizing your best self. One powerful tool for overcoming self-doubt is visualization. When we take time to envision our best selves, we create a mental image of who we want to become. Visualizing success can help us overcome self-doubt by reminding us of our potential, our capabilities, and our goals. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goals. Picture the confidence, the strength, and the joy you'll feel. This visualization serves as a reminder that you are capable of greatness. When we focus on our potential, self-doubt starts to fade. Visualization can be a powerful motivator. It keeps us focused on what's possible and encourages us to take action, even in the face of self-doubt. Surrounding yourself with positive influence. The people we spend time with have a significant impact on our mindset. If we're constantly around those who doubt us or bring negativity, it's easy for self-doubt to grow. But when we surround ourselves with positive, supportive people, we're more likely to believe in ourselves. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who lift you up, who believe in your potential, and who remind you of your strengths. Positive influence can be transformative. It helps to counterbalance our inner critic and reinforces the belief that we are capable of achieving great things. When we surround ourselves with positivity, we create an environment that nurtures confidence and supports growth. Self-doubt is a natural part of the journey, but it doesn't have to control us. When we recognize self-doubt for what it is, a feeling, not a fact, we start to take back our power by shifting our mindset, practicing self-compassion, and learning from those who've faced similar struggles. We can turn self-doubt into resilience and strength. Remember, every successful person you admire has faced moments of doubt. What makes them stand out is that they chose to keep going. They embraced growth over perfection, and they believed in their potential even when the path was uncertain. You too have the power to rise above self-doubt. Focus on small wins, surround yourself with positivity, and remind yourself of your worth and potential. Self-doubt may try to hold you back, but with the right mindset, a touch of self-compassion, and a bit of resilience, you can move forward with confidence. Embrace your journey, believe in your abilities, and know that unshakable confidence is within your reach. It's not about being perfect, it's about being courageous enough to pursue your dreams in spite of the doubts. So go ahead, believe in yourself, and take the next step. The world is waiting for what only you can bring.